She needs some hope, some reason to live. Our farm, everything we owned, it's all gone. You'll hear our story repeated around Rivenspire, I expect. The roads just aren't safe anymore. Bandits from the Orc's Finger ruins hit our farm. They slaughtered livestock and looted the place. We only escaped because we hid. Then we ran. Until the next disaster befalls us. Marion, she lost her necklace, a family heirloom. You look capable. I have to stay with her, get her to Shornhelm. Would you go after these bandits? Try to find her necklace. Thank you for even considering this. Look for us in Shornhelm if you find it. The necklace. It's been in her family for hundreds of years. I think that necklace meant more to her than the farm. Bitter-hand bandits. Bitter bastards, more like it. Trouble for everyone these days. If my brother Adold were here, we could have fought them off. But I couldn't take them on by myself, not with Marion to protect. He's living the good life as a merchant in Eastmarch. We used to be quite a pair, fought back to back across the face of Tamriel. But then I met Marion and settled down. Adold went soft and became a fishmonger. Funny name for a dreadful place, isn't it? It's one of those Aliad ruins you find scattered about the region. The Bitterhand took it over recently. Been using it as a base ever since. Story goes that there was an orc warrior long ago that came through the region looking for spoils and battle. He met his end in the ruin, dead at the hands of an Aliad lich. Only thing they found of him? His finger bone. The name stuck. Keep your voice down. No, we're not married. We've been together for years, but I can never find the moment. And with her broken up like this, well, that moment isn't now. Not sure what's more surprising, that we made it to Shornhelm or that you did. Did you find Marion's necklace? Shows Bones, you did it. Thank you. With this, Marion will make a full recovery. I know it. May even get up the nerve to ask for her hand. Neither of us will forget.
This timber does... This timber does not...
Fine goods at fair prices.
Quiet, you beef-witted louts.
of there. I saw you go down. Then I found a kiss before I shot you.
What do you think you're doing on my ship? Do you know what I did to the last stowaway I found? Well, the last time I looked, my hold didn't lead into the city. Wait a moment. My key! If you're one of those Montclair bastards, I won't go down without a fight. Now give me back my key. You need? I don't give a troll's ear what you need. My gang is in there. They were waiting for me in North Point when the Montclairs sealed the city and attacked my ship. I need the key so I can get inside and rescue them. And you just expect me to trust you? Look around. What has trust ever gotten me? I trusted I could sail safely into port, and my ship was sunk. I trusted my gang could conduct business in North Point, and now they're locked inside. And I'm the black market magister of North Point. But my assets happen to be locked up in the city or waterlogged at the bottom of the ocean. Fine. Take the key. Get the city open and I'll make it worth your while. Especially if my people are safe. The tunnel is inside the cove beneath the lighthouse. That key will unlock the south door.
Over here, by the rocks. Come on, I'll take you to where the others are waiting. Tell us you found something, hero. We could use some good news.
I'm not interested in news.
Tell me you found something good, hero. It's not like the fate of Riven Spire is hanging in the balance or anything. Right then, let's go see what Lorraia's doing in there. But brace yourself. I don't think we're gonna like what we find. North Point. It just feels empty. I sense life in there, but it's faint, barely perceptible. We need to be ready for anything. His Lordship, the Baron over there, wants us to head inside, see what's going on, and secure the area. He wants us to be slow and careful so as not to damage his precious city. Good job getting that key, by the way. Now let's go save North Point. I need to let Verandus know what's going on. In the meantime, talk to Skoldo. He knows the city like the back of his hand.
So it's just us mortals from here on in? It's fine with me. I don't mind admitting that the idea of friendly vampires kinda creeps me out. North Point was my home for the last few years, so I know the place pretty well. Never snuck in through a smuggler's tunnel, though. That's gonna be a new experience. Just remember that we're part of House Montclair and things should go fine. We need to sneak in slowly, one at a time. Wandering around as a group would just be inviting trouble. The tunnel is supposed to lead through the lighthouse. We need to get inside and find a place we can use to get the lay of the land.
He hates everyone.
Hold on! I'm coming with you! Let's check the buildings. There has to be one we can use as a safe location. Innkeep Bollock lived here. I hope he isn't one of these blood fiends. Anyway, this place is too small for our needs. Let's keep looking. This should do nicely. Let's make sure it's clear. Go on. Go find the rest of our assault team. I'll have this place all cozy-like in no time. Because you're gonna go back out there and let them know where we are. And see if you can figure out where Lorrea is hiding while you're at it. I'll get the place settled and make sure we don't attract any unwanted visitors. Watch your arse out there. I mean, did you see all the vampires and blood fiends? Oh, you better hurry. We don't want to leave his lordship and her ladyship alone out there too long. It isn't safe.
Watch out! They're coming out of the woodwork! I lost track of the Baron and the Countess when I heard the innkeeper scream, but I was too late. He gave me the key to the inn before he died. I think he tried to tell me something, but I couldn't make it out. Be on your guard. Here comes more of those monsters. Thanks for rescuing me. Just so you know, this isn't a usual occurrence. Oh, who am I kidding? This happens to me all the time. Can I assume the house you emerged from is our safe location? Of course it is. I'll just wander over and have a little lie down. It's all the same with you.
Letting a noblewoman wander alone through a city full of vampires and blood fiends. What was Scordo thinking? RK guides our way as usual. Are they all like this? The people of North Point? Did Larea turn them all into these vile creatures? May the light watch over them. Praise RK. I can't believe that sweet Larea would do something like this to our people. What could have driven her to such horrors? I'll head to the manor and meet you there.
Gather the others and let's meet at the manor. We have plans to make and I fear our time grows short. The light preserve us.
Where can you be? Oh, there you are. Have you found? I thought my son might be hiding here, in his office. But all I found was his journal. You might as well have a look. Alec and I haven't always seen eye to eye, and he's made no effort to hide his feelings about me in his journal. He does mention the arrival of Lady Larea, though. I'll tell you more when we gather with the others. No reason to repeat myself. Serene Manor. I know it well. Nice to see we finally found a good use for that pompous ass. I'll meet you there. We'll discuss the contents of my son's journal when the entire team is together. Try not to let the blood fiends suffer when you kill them. They were the citizens of North Point once. Look here, if it isn't King Emric's own champion, the hero of the Covenant. He seems to have been infatuated with the woman. Didn't even get alarmed when she started turning people into blood fiends.
More blood fiends? I hate this. Just give me something to hit already. But it does sound like your son betrayed North Point, Baron.
It's the Remnant. It put Alec under her
Baron
spell.
was just filling us in on what was written in his son's journal. Spell or no, Alec has a lot to answer for. If he's even still alive. First, we need to find out if anyone survived Lorea's private party. The Countess heard noises coming from the inn. It's not much to go on, but at least it's a place to start looking. So Darien accomplished something useful after all. Go upstairs and get that key. Funny thing, Darien was scratched and battered, claimed the blood fiends bit him. But the Countess didn't find a single bite mark on him. Guess he was mistaken. Part of me wants to find Lorea in there. Then we can put a blade through her and be done with this business. But I really hope the townsfolk have crowded in there and barricaded the doors. Either way, we need to get in there and see.
Darien can't talk right now. I gave him something to relieve his pain and to quiet him down for a little while. The man does love the sound of his own voice. The end of my staff, right to the side of his head. Best way to quickly quiet a delirious soldier. He was making enough noise to give away our presence, and I was in no mood to fight a horde of those creatures. A key? Yes. He was holding on to it rather tightly. I had to pry it from his grip before I could tend to his injuries. Is it important? RK provides. Bless us all. I heard sounds coming from the inn as I made my way here. Now we can get inside and see what's in there. I hope it's the survivors of this terrible disaster. I'd hate to think that Lorea turned or killed them all.
I'm going with you to check on the inn. Scordo, when we give the signal. Head to the inn. I'm right behind you. My people. A ruler shouldn't have to cut down his own people like this. Let's check upstairs. Someone must have survived this nightmare.
Be silent. We don't want them to hear us.
Whoever or whatever you may be, I advise you to go away and leave us alone. These people are under my protection, and I will not allow you to harm them. I believe we are perfectly safe up here. Thank you all the same. Now go away. You have more than enough victims to suit your needs. I won't allow you to have any more. That's just what I'd expect one of Lorea's minions to say. Now leave us alone.
You, in the attic. I am Allard, Baron of House Dorel, and I swear you will be safe in my hands.
It's good to see you're still alive, my old friend.
And you as well. But tell me, is Alec hiding up there?
I'm sorry to say, but no. I left him at your manor. He insisted that he wanted to stay. It's good to see Baron Allard again. He's like a brother to me. It's been weeks since we last saw each other. I only wish this reunion was under better circumstances. When Lorea sealed the city and began turning people into blood fiends, I used my sword to cut a path to this inn and led as many as I could to safety. I was forced to kill friends who turned into monsters, but I was able to save some of our people. Quite a few, and there are more hiding around the city, protected by members of the North Point Guard. I gave the order myself as soon as I saw what Lorea was doing. I just wish Lord Alec had been able to resist her as well. It started innocently enough. She had Lord Alec call a gathering at the square. Then she addressed the crowd, saying how the blessing of Montclair would soon be upon us, that we would join her, love her. Then people started turning all around us. A spell, perhaps? I'm not really sure. She made some strange gestures and spoke a few arcane words. Then it was as if a wave of power flowed out of her. People immediately began turning into blood fiends. But not everyone was affected by her blessing. Lady Lorea has taken Dorel Manor as her own. But I have a key. Take it. Save as many of our people as you can. And be aware that Lord Alec is still with her. He was alive when I last saw him, but completely under Lorea's influence.
Wasting time is an important part of life.
Is it?
All the nobles have gathered. What an Someone new. How exciting. Come up, come up. You must introduce yourself before you can join the festivities. Oh, I know you. You must be the one her beautiful ladyship has been expecting. You're just in time for our grand celebration. We're celebrating the new and better life that will soon be ours. Lady Lorea is going to honor us with her blessing, and then we will never die. Careful, friend. That's the lovely Lady Lorea you've just insulted. I'll forgive this first slight, but if you persist, I will be forced to defend my lady's honor. Probably, but it's not what you think. We freely accepted the will of the beautiful Lady Lorea. She loves us, and we're devoted to her every wish and whim. My lady is upstairs. I'm sure she'd love to meet you. And when she tells you about her blessing,
about the wonderful gifts she brings. I'm sure you'll fall in love with her just as I have, just as we all have.
Friends, fellow nobles, the glorious blessing of Lady Lorea is almost upon us. Let us prepare ourselves to bask in her presence.
I know that you're here. I can take your pain away. I can make you feel so much better. Well. You're not at all what I... Let me take a look at you. So you're the one who dispatched my father's pet Argonian. Well done, by the way. Well done. I'm so glad you're here. I was becoming dreadfully bored with Alec and the rest of these silly nobles. Isn't it fascinating? You want to strike me, but your weapon hangs loosely at your side. I wonder why that is. Oh, I know. It's because I will it. This is my world now. I feel your desire to please me, and I can use it to make you do as I wish. You believe the nobles are in danger? You want to save them? How sweet. They love me. They have given themselves to me. Thanks to the Remnant, I am their god. And now I also have you, the hero that Verandis presumed to use against my father and I. You're trying to resist me? Oh, what sport we shall have. But first, I have duties to perform. Come, join me downstairs. We must attend the celebration. Perhaps I'll even honor you with the first dance, before you try to kill me.
You need to resist her, my friend.
Northpoint has given so much to me already. So many devoted worshippers. So much blood. Soon all of you...
You must break free of her spell before all is lost.
Then all the lands beyond.
Just as in Lokrata, Lorea has cast a veil. It hides her, protects her. We must find a way to enter the illusion. But basically, there's slight effects in the spell down there. The veil is a powerful illusion, but just as at Lokrata, you can manipulate its power using a tear. You have entered the veil. Now find Lorea and finish this.
As usual, Verandis once again ruins my fun. I guess I'll just have to destroy you. You hate me, don't you? Why does everyone hate secretly? They even share their life essences with me.
Spears against her! Destroy them and take them as your own! Poor Lorea. I never wanted it to come to this. I had hoped to save Lorea from this fate, or else I should have been the one to end her campaign. I'm sorry this unfortunate task fell to you. Lorea gathered the nobles here, played with them, forced them to love her. It was the closest she could get to real happiness since the loss of her mother. When she was done playing, she was going to turn them all into blood fiends. Your perceptions are excellent. She used this veil in two ways, to hide herself and to overwhelm your senses with illusion. Unlike Lokrata, instead of shredding the veil, this time you used the tear to enter Lorea's illusion. With Lorea's death, the power of the veil fades. As soon as it dissipates, the nobles will appear. But now the final confrontation draws near. Gather our forces and meet me at the Shrouded Pass. We must return to the Doom Crag to end this.
What happened?
No one knows my pain.
by the Eight. Who did this? What happened to my people? Larea Montclair? Yes, she arrived here. She said she was here to help. Then, I can't remember anything else. Is the rest of North Point... Is the city safe? I need to get outside. Find my father. I need to make sure that North Point's all right. Of course. Give us a moment to compose ourselves and we'll meet you outside.
People, listen to me. Let's head outside and make sure the rest of the city is secure. We'll return for the fallen later. Now the living need us more.
In the name of High King Emmerich, and in accordance with the laws of the land, I hereby order the arrest of Alec Dorel for treason and the death of his kinsman.
But father, it wasn't my fault.
You allowed an enemy into our city, into our home. Dozens fell to these monsters because you couldn't ignore a pretty face.
I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I'm not even sure what happened. Larea said she wanted to help, and... I'm sorry.
Apologies won't bring our people back. It won't return honor to our family name. Guards, take Alec away. You are dead to me, Alec. Dead to me.
I'm sorry I disappointed you, father. It won't happen again.
You may not believe this, but that wasn't how I wanted our reunion to play out. But laws were broken. People died. I can't ignore our laws. Not even to save my son. I left Alec in charge. The safety of North Point was his responsibility. Someone has to answer for the deaths he caused this day. If I was in his position, I would expect the same treatment. I appreciate the support. I also thank you for making that witch Larea pay for her crimes. When we march on Montclair for a final time, I need to leave someone more responsible in charge of the city. Shrouded Pass? That means Montclair is in the Doomcrag. Then the time has come to strike down the traitor and restore peace to our shores. But first I want to thank you for helping the people of North Point. I won't forget your bravery. It has been a grueling day. Restock and rest. We'll begin the march to the Doomcrag when you're ready. Then the time has come to meet Count Ravenwatch at the base of the Doomcrag. Head for the Shrouded Pass and find Verandis. I'll gather our troops and meet you there.
killed the creature. It deserves nothing but our blades.
I am so not going in there. You sure you know where you're going? If you're looking for a shortcut to Shornhelm, I'd look elsewhere. I wouldn't walk into these ruins unless I knew what I was getting into. The dead. They've haunted the place ever since Rancer's War. I'm not much of a reader, so I don't know all the details. You should go around to the southeast and talk to Scholar Cantier. He'll talk your ear off. I know that from personal experience.
Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these God's-forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. And I intend to find out why. Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth. Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to escort me in there? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there. I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak my name with reverence for generations. Rancer was king of Shornhelm, the ruler of Rivenspire during what many consider the high point of its history. He was ambitious, too. That's why he tried to marry his daughter to Emmerich. When Emmerich changed his mind, Rancer became insane with fury. Indeed, Rancer's armies marched on Wayrest.
Almost took it too, but Emmerich managed to strike a deal with the Red Guards and the Orcs. Rancer's forces were soon beset by enemies on all sides. They were driven from Stormhaven in a matter of weeks. A good bit, actually. High King Emmerich's forces have just broken the bulk of Rancer's armies at Markwasten Moor. Some fools actually believe that's where Rancer fell, but that's not the case. He and his most trusted troops retreated here. Yes, Hrothgar was, of course, allied with King Emmerich, and the Orcs had already subdued most of the kingdom, including Shornhelm. Rancer retreated here and the Orcs surrounded him. The last moments of the battle, however, were lost to history. Look at this. You think that's the skull of King Rancer? Maybe he was decapitated.
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. Traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, where in oblivion have you been? Those damn sleep scrolls were useless against the brutes. The Orcs breached the walls. We're down to just a few dozen men, including the King's Guard. I'm afraid it may be. King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the King's beyond reason. The damn mage he had gave him some fool notion he wants us to try. Before he vanished, Rizal Jewel told the king about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of the towers. Kill the Orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance, and you're the only soldier I trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, go up and tell the king. Maybe he'll realize it's time to surrender. Go as fast as you can, Lieutenant. Until we've tried this, the king won't even talk about surrender. We have to get him to come around before it's too late. I don't know what to think. There was a time when I would have followed King Rancer into oblivion. But since Markwasten Moor, he hasn't been himself. It seems his hatred for Emmerich has completely consumed him.
Are you ready for glory, Lieutenant? Our greatest hour is at hand. Those green-skinned beasts think they have us defeated. They'll soon realize how incredibly wrong they are. Have the contents of Regional Jewels packets been poured into the braziers? Not yet, but it will. We will charge the enemy's ranks and they will see what true determination means. I've sent orders for Captain Tyrone and the King's Guard to charge the breach in the north wall. Tell the General to prepare his troops as well. Are you daft, Lieutenant, or just a coward? Don't make me repeat myself. Tell General Datu to prepare the soldiers to charge against the orcs to the south. I will retrieve my sword from the North Tower and join you on the battlefield.
Well, now that the foolish experiment with the braziers has failed, has the king come to see reason? Does he realize this fight cannot be won? Then he has truly gone mad. There's no reason to waste further lives defending this lost cause. The king will just have to be restrained. Have you seen Captain Tyrone? She and I should do this together. Damn it. And knowing her, she'll follow orders without question and get the King's Guard killed. You'll have to find Tyrone and convince her to stand down. If she refuses, look for that chest of sleep scrolls, and just use one to knock them all out. Yes, it's actually probably best I go alone. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give the king one last chance to listen to reason. But if he won't, then I'll just have to make him see things my way.
Have you come to join us for the final push, Lieutenant? We're all that's left of the King's Guard, but at least we'll take a few orcs down with us. As soon as we see an opening, we're charging into that breach down there. The General has no authority over the King's Guard. I take my orders directly from the King. The King ordered us to charge, and that's what we're going to do. It's true that the King hasn't been acting himself. Is General Datu asking him to rescind the order? If the King decides to surrender, he still may have need of us. Very well.
Stop acting like a coward, Datu. I am your king, and I will lead you to victory today.
Your Majesty, you've clearly lost your mind. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. It is done. No further lives need to be thrown away today.
Traitor! But your feeble betrayal won't stop Regional Jewels' magic. We shall live forever, but not you. I curse you and will scatter your bones. Die, you treacherous dog! What happened to you? Looked like you were in a daze for a few moments. Stupendous. Did you see what happened to King Rancer? Was it the orcs who killed him, or are the rumors true? Was he betrayed and killed by his own soldiers? Ah, General Datu. Of course, I should have known. They say his bones were scattered around the ruins. I suppose this was Rancer's twisted idea of vengeance. Tell me, though, did you learn how we might remove the undead curse here? Then what? Will he rise up and kill the king again? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Take the skull and search the ruins for the rest of the general's bones. If you don't mind, I'll watch from the top of the tower.
Meet me where I slayed the Mad King. Perhaps I can finally end this horrid existence. You madman! It's time to finish this!
I couldn't agree more. I'll shatter your bones this time, Datu.
Strike now! The Mad King has fallen. Come, we need to talk. Over the years, I've questioned many times whether what I did was right. I wanted to save my soldiers' lives, but I only helped King Rancer spread his curse. Now, whether right or wrong, I am redeemed. The curse is lifted and the dead can rest. Yes, they are at peace. Even King Rancer, I suppose. He was a wise and courageous king at one time, you know. I hope what happened here does not further damage his legacy. That is beyond my control, however. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
I just hope the blood's not polluted with mead.
Have mercy.
This is my spot.